Hello viewers, my name is Adam, and this is Seeking Media Productions. And I have for you yet another anime review. 2017 was a really great year for entertainment, from movies, TV, music, and even video games. And of course, within there is still the up-and-coming but yet slowly popular media, which is anime. At the end of the year, a lot of these forms of media tend to have their end of the year award ceremonies. And Crunchyroll, a major distributor of anime, held this in the first quarter of 2018. And with this, a lot of people have only one question: just how many awards My Hero Academia was going to be nominated for. Yeah, that's the wrong anime I was going to talk about, but I'm pretty sure My Hero Academia won plenty of awards. Actually, it did. But before then, I wanted to know what the other nominees. And one particular that people had a lot of chatter about was the anime Made in Abyss. Thankfully for this anime actually won Anime of the Year. And to my surprise, because I had no idea what this anime was about. I'm just going to be honest with you. So, of course, I'm a very curious individual. I want to know about whatever thing we actually won and actually take a look. Maybe maybe it was good, maybe or not. I like to have my own opinion on certain things. And one of the main things I keep hearing about this series was that how dark it is. I didn't believe it. And especially if you look at one first glance at the character designs in this anime, I'm pretty sure the first thing people come across is just how innocent this is. Nah, I thought it was going to be one of those run-of-the-mill slice of life animes. Something I'm not much of a particular fan of. So when I heard something like this, I just, I'll take a dab at it. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. So Made in Abyss is an anime that aired during the summer of 2017. And I'm pretty sure this was one of those animes where much was talked about through very niche audiences. Clearly this needed to have word of mouth to make it as successful as it is. And I took time, and at first glance I didn't really think much of it. It's very good for it to start, but immediately I thought it's getting kind of slow in its first run. Let me talk about the story. And I think part of the reason why it's slow is that it actually takes its time to build its world and its characters. The story is about a girl named Riko who lives in the town of Orth, and of course this is a fantasy setting. And the city of Orth surrounds itself within the titular abyss. Now the abyss is one of very interesting concepts, because not only is this the thing of interest, but I like how when this story is being told, it actually thoroughly takes its time and dive right into the mythology. So you have these people, grave dwellers, who goes into this abyss, and each level they succumb to a form of curse, and it gets very badly afflicted upon them every time they go deeper. But this doesn't really stop anybody from actually going into it, because the town of Orth actually uses this as their main source of income, which is actually quite smart or dumb, either way how you think about it. But these people, they were able to make a living based off of what they can find and what they can know about this scenario. And it actually helps out with actually fleshing out the world that this anime exists in. But the plot focuses on Riko, who, after stumbling upon a boy or robot after one of her excavations in her school. He realizes that days later, a letter comes by, and with this letter lies a message of her mother, Liza, who is one of the many white whistles or top tier cave dwellers, is basically begging for her to come and meet her. At least that is how Rico interprets it. Rico is a very interesting character. Well, one of their curiosity. The naivety that she shows is very strong, but she does so with very strong will. I actually like how Rico is very knowledgeable of her scenario, so and once she goes right into this adventure, she's not going in very blindly, because thankfully the orphanage slash school that she attends really does a good job of basically helping her out, and they prepare people or young children to know the skills necessary for them to one day dive much more deeper into the abyss so they can help out their town. But Rico wants to know more about this abyss on her own, but while also trying to find out her mother. And accompanying Rico on this adventure is the robot boy Reg, who she names because Reg is an individual who she finds, but his origin is a mystery because he does not know. Like I said, when I first saw this, I thought it was going to be very innocent. But this anime takes its time, and as you go very deeply into the story and realms, you also see how dark and tedious this world of the abyss is. And ooh, by the season's end, it has one hell of an ending that I am quite interested in seeing the second season. The characters that also populate this anime are among usually background characters. It's one of the many flaws I actually quite find myself having this series because you don't really have much time with them, especially the people who live in the city. But they do, once they go into Abyss and actually encounter other characters, is when you actually seeing a lot more well-rounded figures. One such character is by the name of Ozen, who is also a white whistle. This one in particular was the mentor of Liza, Rico's mother. And at first, you might actually be one of caution, because Ozen is still a character who I think has ulterior motives, but as of right now, I'm not really unsure on what her character is. I'm pretty sure that she, going forward, that she's not that much of a bad character, but I do think that she has some form of antagonistic motives behind her. But that being said, Ozen is one to look out for. Another notable character is the character of Nanachi, who I'm not going to spoil her because of her being is very, very plot centered, but it's very special because it's through her character Nanachi where we know very much the real dangers of the world of the abyss. And with the abyss comes a very great form of how they were able to make this anime came to be. The production of this is very misleading, and deservedly so. It also helps with, at least from the effect that it had on me, catches you off guard, because at first I did say that the character designs look quite innocent, but they also accompany that with a very detailed but also hazardous world. And it also helps strengthen that impact when bad things actually occur in the series. And the production from the music helps creeps you upon you with something that's very wondrous and beauty, but it can also be very hectic and chaotic at the same time. It's very lush and naturist in its surroundings. something that is very custom in most animes. And how they were able to animate this with 13 episodes, I'm actually quite astounding by how much they were able to do. It's actually quite well, and I think as though that if they were able to easily translate it to a big screen, I would. So I would actually like when animes or anime series can make a production that also holds up on the bigger screen. So once they make a movie out of this, I would like to watch this in theaters. So after watching this series, it's understandably how this one can actually been named Best Anime of the Year. I'm actually quite thankful that these anime studios are putting in the thought and effort into bringing productions that are possibly sure to be universally acclaimed as anime continues to be much more accepted in the mainstream audience. So from Made in Abyss, I feel as though the story so far ends off on a great enough note that warrants itself a worthy season 2 to continue its story, because they are able to flesh out a world that is understandably dangerous but also very knowledgeable and very welcoming at the same time. Its main characters are the ones that help drive the series, and it's one who actually quite wants to root for as they progress through their journey. The production helps aids and actually strengthens this story to actually exceedingly and surprising levels, ones of which I was not expecting. So there you have it. My verdict is a great anime right now, and hopefully you can go watch it. If you like more of these anime reviews, please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you can know when new videos will be coming. My name is Adam, and this has been a Seeking Media Productions. Thank you for watching.